Imani quit playing.
Yo, you already know what it is. You're listening to The Urban Product. It's your boy DME.
It's your boy Cozy Rich.
And it's your girl Imani.
And this week we got a very special guest with us. You feel me? Hailing all the way from Brockton, Massachusetts. We got BloccK. BloccK, how you doing?
I'm coolin', man. I'm glad to be here.
Hey, facts. Imani, how you doing?
I'm good this week.
I like that. Rich, how you doing?
Living my best life per usual. How are you doing, Dev?
I'm doing great. You feel me? It's another Tuesday. We lit. About to give y'all fire content as consistently as we've been dropping them all season. You feel me? None of y'all can tell me that we haven't been dropping fire shit. If you did, you'd hate yourself. That's how it is. You feel me? But we're back. About to give y'all the shits. Very special Tuesday. I'll ask y'all an important question. I won't judge you for your answer, but did y'all vote?
No. We are judging. You better have voted today because a lot of shit lies on what happens today, or actually at the end of this week, because we ain't gonna find out today. So everyone watching this shit, if you didn't vote, don't watch this shit because we don't fuck with you. Straight up.
That's crazy.
Send us your bread though. I don't say no to bread. You feel me?
You feel me?
Shit.
Nah,
whether
bro.
That's racist money. It's all racist money at the end of the day. But yeah,
I voted.
hopefully all of y'all had the chance to go vote. You feel me? Very important. We don't know what's gonna go down within the next 4 years. So if you did vote, just know that your vote is very important. You feel me?
That's a fact.
All the shit that went down within the last couple of days before the election was kind of crazy. You feel me? Fam, the 2 Chainz shit.
Yo, out of pocket.
Yo, that
That's what
shit
I
was
got.
When this
hilarious.
nigga said,
Yo,
do we need
sometimes
something different?
I look at that shit, I'm like, sometimes it's just out of pocket. Like, y'all really reaching for that. For
Facts.
That vote.
Nah,
Like,
that
you don't
shit's
even gotta do
hilarious.
all
It's
that.
crazy because like this year has made me realize like these niggas really want black people to vote. And it's kind of annoying how much they pandering to black people. Because after this, I feel like they don't give a fuck about us. They don't do shit for us. It's just for us to vote. So that shit kind of annoyed me, but it is what it is. Just want to make that observation.
No, facts. I mean, they do this every election, you feel me? Like, they always try to pander the black vote.
Nah, I feel
Nah,
like this
they
election,
did.
bro, I really
Bro,
feel like
last-
this election is crazy. Like, it's
last
even more.
election, Hillary was up there with Charlemagne the God on the Breakfast Club, and she was just talking as if she was... Imani, remember this? She was talking about how she had hot sauce
see
in her
her
bag.
face?
I don't like shorty.
You feel me? To quote the infamous Beyonce and shit like that. So
Right.
when it comes to politicians, I always feel like they do mad extra shit to pander for the black vote.
It's for the
But
yeah,
it's
it's for
okay.
the popular
Just because
vote.
they know they already got the majority, they just need to get the minority, and they know who the minority is siding with. So niggas got to do extra shit just to make sure they stay on that side. You feel me?
It's a bar.
Oh, I'm nice, thank you. but yeah, the 2 Chainz shit was different, to say the least. You feel me? The Lil Pump shit was crazy though.
A little pimp.
For people that don't know, right? Lil Pump was out there at a Trump rally. I believe it was like yesterday. It was yesterday. If you're listening, 2 days ago, in Michigan, and Trump first introduced him as Lil Pimp. First of all, if you're not gonna address my name correctly, I'm not even pulling up to the stage. First of all, but thank you.
That's the thing. They don't care. They just want them to show
feel me?
face
It's
and then
crazy.
Get the vote. That's it.
Well, we can talk about how the celebrities are going through in a minute, and we're gonna get the listeners to know about you too. We just gotta address all the fuck shit that happened within the past couple of days first. So yeah,
Definitely.
they brought him up on stage, and then all this man pretty much said was
Vote for Trump.
no. What did he say before that shit? He was like, oh, he said, you brought the troops home and you're doing an amazing job. And I'm all over here thinking, I'm like, yo, fam, Lil Pump, what is one thing that you know that Trump did? He's like, yo, you're doing an amazing job. You're doing a great job. I'm like, yo, the nigga, you don't know one thing that this nigga has done for you. And I'm getting sick of all these celebrities in hip hop because, first of all, at least the celebrities within hip hop, they've been quiet this whole time, but they only started speaking up once the tax plan came out, you feel me? And they found out that, oh, what? If Biden's elected, I'm gonna have to give these niggas more money, so I'm gonna just run with Trump. And it was that easy for niggas to just flip. It was that easy. Wayne, we already knew Wayne's side. He been cool with them, you feel me?
Black Lives Matter type shit.
I know, he don't even know what racism is. It's crazy. He's from Louisiana. He don't even know what racism is.
White
I
cop
guess
saved his
Katrina
life.
just didn't happen. Fuck it, right? but all this other shit going down, and now we're here at the election day.
End of the world, beginning of the end of the world.
A lot of people think a
Big
civil
facts.
war is going down. They boarded up all of Newberry, which is hilarious to me because they
gonna be broken down.
are doing that because they have a fear of what's to come. And if you have a fear of what's to come, that means you know what voting for the other side is going to cause.
Yep.
And I'm just like,
That's a catch-22 because I feel like if either side loses, I could see like both sides
Yeah.
flipping shit. More on the Trump side, but I can see Biden supporters like flipping shit. I can see it.
I can see if Trump wins, I can see the world going crazy. If Biden wins, I can only see Trump supporters going crazy.
No, yeah.
And to this day, Trump supporters, to me personally, have been more wild or have acted out more than I guess Biden supporters
See,
would have
the
done.
Trump supporters are the ones with the ARs and the big guns standing outside the streets and just being crazy.
Just ready to let
They're ready
fire.
for all the smoke. That's
Facts. So we'll see what happens within the next couple of days. All we know is now that if you have voted, your vote is in, the pressure's off, and now we just wait for the announcement to come. You feel me?
Every vote matters. That's what it is.
Facts. Especially if
Real
this is
shit.
your first election voting. I know shit, you didn't have many good choices. You feel me? Same thing with the last election. You didn't have many good choices. So now it's just like, yo, who's gonna fuck us the least? Like who's gonna wear the condom? That's what it's like at this point. You feel me? Who's gonna fuck y'all raw? Who's gonna fuck y'all with a condom? Y'all still getting fucked for
That's
the next
his. That's
4
his
years.
analogy. I'm not
That's
using
my
that
analogy. No.
nah.
You see how disturbing that is?
Nah.
Now you hear how disturbing that is,
I
right?
just don't like the analogy.
You don't like it, facts.
No,
That's what we're about to get
not
into for the next 4 years.
This
Nah,
nigga,
facts.
bro.
That's what we're getting into for the next 4 years. Y'all don't like it, and it's the truth. And it's okay.
This nigga wild.
Y'all don't like it, and it's the truth.
Listen, the way I think about it is you're picking one of the evils. Like regardless of what you choose, you're probably not getting what you want. You just got to make a decision.
Yep.
So that's really what it comes down to.
Facts.
America ain't for us either way. So
Yeah.
at
Either
the end
way.
of the day, really, it's lose-lose. That's how I see it. So
It is what it is. But we'll keep you updated next week. Next week's episode should be hilarious, guys, when that comes down. But yeah, let's get into the main point of this show. You feel me? BloccK, you are new to the urban product, so go ahead, give the people a little insight on yourself, a little background, where you come from, all that.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know I'm from Brockton. That's where I was raised. I grew up there. And I basically started doing music around I'd say a year ago. Like I dropped my first track in September. It was a little freestyle. Remember when what was it? Casanova was having a little freestyle for his.
I'm so Brooklyn.
Exactly. You feel me? I had dropped a little freestyle to that little video that my boy Mike recorded at the studio.
Hey, shout out to Mike.
You feel me?
Facts.
And then
What was it called? The song.
the song.
Yeah, that you recorded to. Or
Well, I called it "I'm So Brockton," but it was like it's on SoundCloud right now. Like that was the first track I ever dropped. Like
Oh, really? That was
Yeah.
the first one.
first one, and it was
Shit.
it was a freestyle. So like I didn't really make it a big deal at the time because I was just like I'm just gonna drop something so people know that I make music. And then that kind of just blew up. It was like everybody was showing me love. Everybody was like, "Yo, I didn't even know you rap," type shit. So that was the first time I really got exposure to the rap scene. And then from there, it was just I was ready to drop the next track. You feel me? By November, I was on to the next track. I dropped something Valentine's Day of this year. And then once Corona hit, shit kind of slowed down. I still dropped the track over the summer, but I definitely wanted to get more done, and we definitely have a lot of shit planned, So,
Word.
and then another thing about me is everywhere I go, I represent fam, and that's Fam World, my sweater right now. That's basically this creative group that supports me. It's more than just rap. It's more than just a label. We try to move it towards working with photographers. We working with photographers, videographers. What else am I looking for? I'm trying to blank, but photographers, videographers, producers, promoters.
I
like
got
you said, recruiters. Any type of creativity.
Yeah.
We welcome that, and we on board with all types of people who just want to create shit and do new shit around in Boston. So in New York too, we located in different spots.
So it's not a label; it's a brand. Essentially.
Yeah, it's a brand. It's more than just a brand. It's a lifestyle.
So like, who incorporates Fam World?
Fam World is like the whole name, but you could just call it Fam for short type shit.
So who's incorporating it? And then how did that start?
So like my manager Spade, he's from New York. He basically came out to Boston. He moved out here, and he heard I could rap from my cousin. And so he heard me rap on some crazy shit. Like, it was a video of me in my room just rapping, like, just freestyling. He heard it, he was like, nah, like, son's nice. So he hit me up, he was like, yeah, bro, like, I'm really trying to start this fam shit over again, because he had already had the fam, like, brand established in New York. But, you know, he took a little hiatus and then just came back to Boston with it. And basically from there, it was clockwork. We just kept meeting new people, networking, adding new people to the group, to the point where we got like 14 like established members right now. And it's like we just keep networking. And from that day, I told you, like, he heard me rapping, like, we've really been just back and forth, learning from each other. He's helping me, like, you know, find producers, find features, getting me in the studio, stuff like that. So big shout out to him. And that's basically how, you know, I started rapping.
It's actually, that's funny you say that, because I feel like I met you about like 2.5 years ago at this point, 2.5, 3 years ago. And you said you started rapping a year ago. But when I met you, you were just starting to rap, because you made a rap song with my roommate Dawn at the time. I forget what it's called, but that shit went so fucking crazy, bro. So you saying like you just started rapping a year ago. When I met you, like, what made you want to even just start thinking about rapping or even get into it? So, and then what made you start taking it more seriously a year ago?
Yeah. So I'll say this. This is like on some personal shit. When I made that song, I wasn't really established. I was still going by my government. I was just like, yo, I just fucked with music. Like, I just wanted to make the song, and like, he was nice. He had everything ready to go. I was like, fuck it, we're gonna record. And then he ended up dropping. I was like, yo, this shit's hard. Like, some hard shit. But then,
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
That
Like,
shit was
when I
hard.
realized that BloccK and then like your government was the same person, I was like, oh really? I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this nigga was in the crib all the time.
That's what I'm saying. I used to be chilling all the time, and it was like, I was never like about the rapping. I was just like, you know, I was still kind of in my zone, trying to take care of my own shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And basically what happened was I just had that push behind me. Like I said, like, the fan was helping me, my manager was helping me. It just pushed me to be more confident in my music. And so that's why I consider, like, last year when I started really rapping. I have made music before. I think I did like a performance one time, you know, at my school. And like that, all those things just helped me grow into the person that was really like, you know what, I'm taking this shit serious. I'm about to really just start making music. And yeah, but I'm trying to like.
Nah, it was you answered everything. It was just crazy because like when I heard that and you saying like this is your first like full year actually doing it, it sounded like you've been doing that for years already with that verse. So I was just like, that's crazy to hear you saying that. So I can already see like the progressions you made since that track, and that was the very first track I heard. You feel me? So I can already see like where you might go. So I just want to, I'm going to enjoy that journey with you, no bullshit. After, you know, seeing you from the jump and seeing where you're going. Yeah. So I just want to, you know, ask about that.
And shout out to him, because if it wasn't for him, you know, my boy Don, he started that shit. It was a flame after that day. And yeah, just after that day, I got like I said, I fell back. I was like, you know what, let me chill. But I kept listening to that track. I'm like, that shit's hot. Like, that shit's hot. So that was the flame. It stuck with me ever since then. And then, you know, started releasing music.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. I remember I still have the clip on my phone. I'll show you after the episode. But like, I had the clip on my phone of all of us in the kitchen, and we was vibing to that track.
Yo.
My man Mike was spitting your verse verbatim. You would have thought he wrote
I'm
that
sorry,
shit.
y'all need to put that shit back up. Y'all need to repost that
I think it's
song.
still up.
Nah, he took it down. You need to talk to him. You need to talk to him. You need to talk to him about it.
I haven't listened to it in a while, but
Bro.
I remember it was doing crazy. Like, everybody was hitting me up like, yo, you rap? I'm like, chill. Like,
nah, for real,
you
bro.
feel me?
Hit
I'm
him
like,
up.
chill. I'm like,
I'll
you
be
feel
like,
me?
nah, send the feature money through. What's up? Even if I didn't rap, I mean, I can for some bread, bro.
That's how it is, and that's really like a confidence thing. Like, if I at that time, if I was like, yo, that's me, like, I really did that shit, I would have probably started even more stuff after that. You feel me?
At this point, though, you have to upload it, because we've been talking about it for so long that everyone listening to this is like, yo, what are they talking about? So
first track, yeah, hell yeah, I'm definitely gonna talk to him about that. I need to see It was a whole tape too. He had a whole tape, and that was the only feature he had on it. So,
Hey.
a couple others, but
So did you wanna? I've been asking that question.
No,
before.
No, you're good. Keep it going.
You wanna ask a question?
Now go ahead. Go
You
ahead.
good?
All right. So
Go ahead. You're my dog.
we had another Brockton rapper on last week, Luke Bars, essentially, and I asked him this question, and I'm gonna ask you the same question. So you're a Brockton artist. You have your own brand behind you. I wanted to know what separates Brockton artists from Boston artists, and what makes y'all like different, essentially. What gives y'all that Brockton
So,
sound?
I think personally, Boston is developing their own sound right now, and it's a little similar to, like the New York, drill beats right now. That's what's going hot. And in Brockton, I see a little bit more creativity, like a lot more people stepping into different lanes instead of just going into the mainstream. And it's not to knock any artist that, likes the drill beats or likes whatever's hot right now. But I feel like Boston as a whole definitely takes advantage of that, of what's hot. And they're good at making that music. But in Brockton, like with Luke Bars, with his whole Van Buren, I think, they're different. Like out of all the groups in Brockton, they're different. And so I respect that because a lot of people are afraid to step out of their element and do something different. So they represent a big part of Brockton, and other people's gonna follow that. So that's why I feel like Brockton is just stepping into something more creative than a lot of other cities in Mass right now. So I definitely am proud to be from there because myself, I'm trying to be, stepping into different lanes and hitting different notes that you ain't never heard before. So like I definitely think Brockton, that's what they take away from everybody else. We definitely more creative, definitely more willing to do whatever the fuck we want to do. Like fuck what everybody else is saying. We're gonna do what we want, and it's gonna be fire.
So you would never just categorize yourself as just a rapper, essentially.
Never.
Okay.
I like being an artist. I like, working with different people. I want to work with singers. I want to work with different rappers, different genres. But right now, I'm definitely sticking to just myself, trying to find my voice, trying to find my sound, and definitely want to work with people still. But that time will come.
If you are looking for a suggestion, though, if you're working on music, I do think with your voice, cadence, and melody, you'd body R&B features.
Yes,
I
would.
think that personally. You feel me?
Tell me that.
So, yeah, if you once you go into your route, if you got features down the line, especially like with female singers, I think you'd body the features on their tracks because you got the melody for that. You feel me?
You see Imani shaking her head. She love her R&B. She know what she's talking about. She know what she's talking about.
Facts. All right, so right. So you said you recently started, and that's dope too because you would have thought that like the love that he was getting on our platform, he would have been making music for a while. You feel me? I remember how we got interested in bringing you onto this show. Remember we posted a clip of your song College Kid. Yeah. I'm sick that I can't find that anywhere else besides YouTube, but that's a topic for another conversation. It's coming out on a project. I understand.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I understand. Yeah, I know. I understand. But when I peeped that and we put it on our IG page, it got a lot of buzz, got a lot of traction, and from there on out, I was like, hey, people have spoken. We got to bring the man to the show. You feel me?
That's a fact.
Facts. So with that being said, that song, fire, like that track.
Fire.
If you are holding that out for a project that you do have coming up soon, you want to talk about that at all? The vision that you got for that, the direction you're heading towards?
Yeah, so right now I could say I got a lot of music and I'm figuring out placement right now. I want to like drop an EP of all my old music before I drop the tape.
Okay.
So I want to drop an EP of the first 5 songs I ever like recorded with my producer Jayytoine, and those first 5 songs are like people love it. You feel me? Like I play it for people and they're like, "Yeah, bro, this bang," and I'm like, "Yeah, but like this is the second song I ever recorded." Like I'm on like 20, like 21 now. Like you feel me? I'm
trying to build a vault at this point. Trying to build a vault. So it's like, yeah, I just want to drop that shit and then boom, I'm gonna get into promotion for
the actual tape that's gonna involve College Kid. I don't have a date yet, but you know, with patience, I'm gonna drop a couple videos just to keep everybody in tune. And then that tape is coming. It's coming. I got a lot of new songs that are just like. That are just like, I can't even explain it. Like I've been listening to the tape back from beginning to end, and it tells a story. Yeah, I was trying to see what you're saying.
February. Nah.
Oh, 2021. I seen him, yo. I seen him in the thing. I was like, yo, he threw me off. I'm like, what number is that?
People that don't know, we got Spade. We got the whole fam crew in the studio with us. You feel me? You got mad people in the studio.
Now he's saying 2021. Yeah, most likely is gonna drop in 2021.
Facts.
Like the beginning. But the EP is definitely gonna drop before the end of the year. And y'all can fuck with that.
Whatchamacallit? What would you say influences your music the most? Like, when you're writing or when you're rapping, what type of sound do you find like most comfortable?
See, the way I record, my producer basically, he gives me beats. He'll play the beats through. He'll play whatever it is he's feeling or whatever he's created in the past, I say, week. And then I just basically go off that vibe. So if it's something melodic, I'll just go into melodic. I'll tell him, turn the auto-tune up, like, let's get crazy.
Oh.
Or if it's like, you feel me? Or if it's like something that got like hard 808s and it's just like, you know, straight lyrical type of shit, I'll just go off of that and I'll just, boom, write my shit there. Or if I have something that I was working on my own, that's what I'll bring to the table. So I like the way I work because like it's structured. Like I'll have just shit prepared or I'll make some shit on the fly, and it always works out because like I love the music. I love making that. So whenever we get to the studio, me and Jay we go crazy.
So any beat he sends you, you feel like you could just rap on that no matter
Hell
what.
yeah.
Do what you think.
That's literally what he said.
Sends me like
because I know some artists are like, yo, I don't fuck with that beat. I don't like that sound. So him saying that is just like, yo, that's versatile as fuck. Nigga said I could do 808, I could do drill, I could do soft, like.
And it's so crazy. Like
that.
there was a beat that he played I made the song with already, and when I first heard it, I'm like, nah, nobody's ever made shit hit like this. Like I've never heard the bass come in at this point, and I'm like, nah, I gotta record on it, and it's beautiful. Like the shit works perfectly.
Is that the way you think? Like, oh, no one's done this, I'm about to kill it. Essentially,
so that's what I'm aiming for. Like I'm trying to be myself while giving y'all something new because I don't want to, you know, give you that concentrated, you know, the shit that you hear on the radio. That's what I want to avoid. Okay. You feel me? If I give you my sound and you appreciate it, that's even better because I'm bringing you my sound. I'm bringing you some authenticity. That's the word I'm looking for.
You got it.
You feel me?
Speaking all types of positivity. Don't kill me.
That's what it is. But
Facts.
yeah, just bringing my own vibe to the table is really what I try to do every trip. Every trip.
Word. So if you're saying that you can, you know, work with any style of music, that makes me want to ask who you listening to right now.
So right now, what I've been listening to a lot lately is Detroit music. My man Jay plays a lot of Detroit music and is caught on to me. I listen to a lot of. Nah, from Brockton.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
But I've been fucking with a lot of Rio the Young OG. Who else from Babyface Ray, Tay B. A lot of niggas from Detroit is just killing it right now, and that sound is fire. Like the beats knock. I used to listen. I was when I first used to listen to Detroit music, I would be like, like I fuck with it. It's alright, you feel me? Like, but then, like, they just kept dropping music. Like them artists don't stop. Like Detroit niggas really be on their shit. So the more and more I listen to, I'm like, alright.
When I think of Detroit music, I think of Big Sean.
I was about to say, shout out to Detroit.
That's the only
when he was saying that,
like a new, I gotta
ask
artist
y'all, how y'all feel about Big Sean's new album, last album? Oh, y'all fucked with it. Okay.
Oh, y'all thought it was fire?
I'll stay quiet.
Wait a second.
Hold on, wait.
I listened to it. I think all the way through. And you know when there's like an album that you like, but you just don't listen to it anymore.
Yes.
That's how I felt about it. I was like, that's a solid piece of work, and I just never listened to it again.
You didn't like that shit.
That's what it is. And I listened to it, and I appreciate it. I'm not even gonna say I didn't like it because I can't even say that. But I haven't gone back to it. I love the song with Nip. He had a couple songs. He had the cipher with all the Detroit artists.
Facts. She was like 8 minutes long, bro.
Exactly. And all those people on that track that he had. I forgot all those artists.
Oh yeah, Cash Doll bodied her shit, bro.
Lordy.
Cash Doll bodied her verse. Somebody else on there bodied that
Yo,
verse.
was Danny Brown from Detroit?
Yeah.
Okay. No, he wasn't on there.
He is.
He wasn't
Brown
on
is
there.
from
I was just asking if he's, because I used to listen to him.
Somebody else bodied that shit. I forgot.
But other than, I wanted to just be like, I only listen to Detroit music. It's like, let's see. I say I really want to just put my phone and just go through my Apple Music.
If you want to, yeah, sure.
It is.
Because I was just saying, because normally what I've noticed when I hear artists making music, I can pick up their influences by listening to what they put out. You feel me? Like, since you're saying you were on the melodic tip, I was waiting to see
What type of melodic artist?
Yeah, what type of melodic artist you might have been
Honestly,
influenced with, or
I would
trap
say,
artists or anything like that.
With melodic music, it'd probably be Drake.
Of course, yeah.
It was Drake. Drake's the GOAT with that. Like, he could switch it up, but I think he's best when he's doing a little melodic and he can, like, you know, get people to think a certain way. Like that last song he dropped with Young Blue. Like, he made people feel some type of way.
I know those type of hugs, bro.
I know. Feel those type of hugs.
Shoot the
and like,
shit out of Drake, bro.
He be saying shit and he be saying it a certain way where people just feel it. So that's what I fuck with. Like, when you could do that, that's definitely art. But some other artists I've been fucking with, Millie's dropped the tape. Fire.
Blanco.
Fucking
Blanco
Millie's.
3, shout out Millie, shout out Cambridge.
Ty Dolla $ign, I didn't really like his tape, but
Niggas tried frying me for my tape, bro.
I heard it actually.
Hey.
He came at her. I was like,
I'm doubling down this week, bro.
Crazy. But that's,
I listened to it again. You were right.
yeah, you see,
Nah,
like,
you had to listen because I only
gotta
listened to
listen
it like
again.
twice before I came on the show. So
It's
I
a
went
vibe
back.
when the shorty's over,
just
I'll
a
tell you
couple.
that.
It's not even a vibe when the shorty's over, bro. It's really
It's
not.
like a
it was a song with Kanye
songs.
that did it
That's
for me. I
it.
was like, I'm good on this.
And that's Jimmins.
Yeah, I was straight.
Nah, I feel that.
But let's see who else I got here. Busy Banks, New York artist. MTS from Brockton. They live actually not too far from me. They Tubbs and Mitch just dropped a little EP, a 7-track EP. I fucked with it. Melodic rappers that I'm fucking with, or melodic artists. I don't know how to say this nigga's name.
Who's this?
Yxng.
Young bands?
It is what it is. You know that song?
Wait, what was it called?
YX.
Let me see.
It's definitely young.
He heard. No. He heard.
Young
no,
K.A.
No,
Nah, I don't know
nobody
who that
like
is.
3 Perks. You never heard that?
Nah.
What?
What's the name of the song?
It is what it is.
Are they from out here?
Well, probably like 3 Perks.
Jay the Prince and I should have heard this.
Come on, y'all heard that. If I play it right now, y'all heard it. There's
Man.
no way.
Lil TJ
Nah, but
on
we
that
gonna bump it.
too.
We gonna
No
bump it.
way. Y'all
We'll
gonna
bump
bump
it
it. That might be the song I choose because y'all gonna fuck with it.
I bet. Say that.
Nah, real quick before you keep going, because I wanted to circle back to your album coming out in Feb. All right, bet.
More like a mixtape.
Mixtape project. All right, bet. So I know you were talking about how you're working on your EP and everything, but like for the project, do you have a certain sound you're catering towards for the project, or like what's the specific vision for that?
So each song kind of goes through a different vibe. It kind of goes in an order type shit. So the beginning, the intro is like upbeat. The next song kind of follows in with that, but a little more lyrical. Then the next one is like a little bit more deep, emotional. Then like it's just one by one. It goes like in an order that just makes sense. But it's a whole different, like, I'm giving you different sounds and different emotions. And that's what I want to. That's why I want that to be the first tape, because I want y'all to hear as much as y'all can now before I get into the consistency of being comfortable with that sound that can make me, jump to the next level. So give y'all everything I can, and then from there I'm just keep going. Like, I'm gonna drop another tape probably another tape after that, and it's gonna be more and more into my sound. But the first one, I definitely want to give y'all a variety. I want y'all to fuck with different shit.
Okay.
Talk to me about your creative process. All right, so a day in the life of BloccK. If you was about to pull up into the studio or you knew you had a session coming up, how do you prepare for it? What do you go into it? You freestyle, write? How long you spend in there? Let me know.
Smoke.
There you go.
Yes. Like, and it really be like depending on how I feel that day, because sometimes I won't smoke that much at all, but some days it just be like, yo, blowing down, and I hop in the studio and I make some shit that's just going crazy. But sometimes when I want to use my voice more, I probably just chill on that. But I'll still, it really depends on what my producer's giving me. I'm only working with him right now, so
Smart.
yeah. So
That's how you get your sound.
exactly the chemistry we have is building and is growing. And that's not to knock any other producers. I'm definitely willing to take beats from other people and work with people. But right now, that chemistry that we have, I'm confident that we can go in the studio and just bang something out, get creative.
How long does it usually take for you to make a track?
What's crazy is it ranges.
Ranges?
Like
So
there
tell
was
the truth.
there's one day we came in there 30 minutes, boom.
Oh, no.
30 minutes, and that was like my third song, and it was fire. And then some days it's like a couple hours, maybe we working on that one, like, you feel me, so that I'm not getting that certain sound, so I gotta redo it, or we take a break or whatever it is. But the quickest I've done a track was like 30 minutes, and ad-libs and everything, like boom, everything just flowed. It was like, yo, I did this verse, let me do the ad-libs, boom, boom, boom. Look at the clock, I'm like, damn, it's 30 minutes. And then that's really how it is. It ranges.
Written freestyle?
Random freestyle, those usually take faster because I'm just punching in.
Oh, so you do both then?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll write or you'll freestyle.
I definitely like writing. Cause I like to know what I'm about to say. I want people to listen to what I'm saying. Sometimes I have a lot of metaphors. So I want people to be like, oh shit, he just said that. Like, I want that effect on people for sure. I want to just be like, you listening and you bopping your head. I want you to be like, oh shit, this nigga's really spitting type.
So is it like you'll go in there, maybe 30 minutes, bang out a track, and then on to the next, or do you just work on a track and then you just work on that one until it's finished? Is it kind of just like work, and then we'll fine tune everything else at the end, or focus on one and finish that one?
Yeah, I definitely like to work on just one and finish that before I get on to the next thing.
Heard, okay.
Because a lot of artists tend to, like, including myself, niggas just get in there, start something, and then, like, if you don't go back to it that same day, you're probably not going to go back to it for a while. So...
But I got some artists where it took them, like, they were working on a track for like 2 years, you feel me?
Exactly.
Where they were about to leave it alone, but then they
And
came
then
back to it, and they were like, all right,
and
let me fix it
that
up.
can fuck you up because you go back and you might not sound the same, or your voice might be different that day.
Okay.
Or whatever the case may be. So that's hard. People who do that, that's hard, and that's props to them, because for you to go back to a song that you made 2 years ago and still have the same sound and the same effect, that's tough, for sure.
Okay. No, I can respect that. I can definitely respect that.
So, I was gonna ask about College Kid, right? What was the inspiration for that song? Because I know you went to Framingham. You still at Framingham?
Yeah, I'm still there right now.
I bet. So, just talk to us a little bit about the inspiration for that song and like everything that went into creating that visual.
Yeah. So, the visual,
because that was hilarious. The
So
intro, the ending, like
So the song itself, I wrote that, I want to say last year. Like,
Okay.
I recorded it, everything, like last year. And when I was writing it, I was just like, okay, so it's cool. Don't do more than a college kid. I went off that as in like my whole life. Like it represented me, but it also was showing a side of me that had more to do than just that nigga who people met when I was at school or wherever I was at. It just flowed perfectly. Everything I had in that song was like, I was giving them lyrics. That was the key, like lyrics. And then when we recorded the video, the inspiration was just like, I told my producer, I was like, yo, I want to shoot this in a school. And I was like, it kind of like didn't make sense at first because I'm like, how are we gonna shoot this in a school? Like how are we gonna get away with shooting this in a whole class? You feel me? But over time, like I just said it when I recorded it, and then eventually the next year we were like, all right, this is the one we want to release next. We was like, we found a videographer who could make this shit happen, and shout out to my team. My team was able to find a classroom for us to get in and just go crazy. Like they let us do whatever. We moved the desks. We had lights in there. We had shorties in there just dancing. It was lit. Like it was lit.
Yo,
and
shit.
then
Nah, facts. I was tight. I was like watching that shit. I'm like, I haven't been to one house party as lit as the one I saw in that video, bro.
yeah, that being
Got my nigga eating steak and shit.
that was key too. That was matching the lyrics. Everything was.
Nah, I just love because my fault. Nah, I just love my dog, Mike, bro. It's just because the one clip you see of this nigga, it's him pouring the Henny, bro. And I'm like, that's right. That's my dog. That's right.
Mike was pouring the Henny. He was eating at the table. It was a vibe. Like, I fuck with that whole video. Everything was lit. Like, the videographer wanted to be in the video because he was like, yo, this shit's lit. Like, he was like, yo, catch me real quick. Like, this shit was crazy. So we definitely caught a vibe.
I'm gonna ask you this. I don't know. Your manager can also answer, because you can feel free to talk. It's cool, whatever on the pod. But if the project is coming and y'all want to release it on the project, why can't we just get a little taste, for the people? You feel me? You don't gotta throw it on like Apple or Spotify, but just a little SoundCloud.
Nah, he got songs on his SoundCloud. He got a lot of songs on his SoundCloud. It's like a plan,
Nah, I feel that.
I'm trying to stick to the plan, but this is the type of conversations I want to have. You know what I'm saying? It's like people wanting more. You feel me? So if I'm doing that, then automatically we're in the right. You know what I mean?
And that's how we
I can't
that's
even
how
bump
we
it in the
move.
whip.
But that's a fact.
We got some on
SoundCloud already, and I got one song on Apple Music right now.
that song.
A lot of people tell me that.
Like I hear everything
That's
you're
only
saying.
on YouTube,
He keeps
bro. It
dodging
doesn't
the
need
So I was like, nah, I
You gotta watch the whole thing too.
Yes.
But that way,
You're good at what you do.
I'm nice, brother.
but the way I think of it is like I fuck with you telling me this because now I know that you want something like you're gonna come back for whatever it is that I'm about to drop because you want that song. So when you do come back for that,
A good 20
you know
plays
there's
on that
something
link
else.
might have been for me. I'll give you that. Because that's the only place I can find it. So.
But you know when you see that on the tape, you're gonna be like, oh, finally the song, and then you're gonna be like, oh, there's a whole catalog of songs.
I feel that. I feel
like,
that.
But the thing is, people think that's one of the hardest track on the tape.
Crazy.
And that's what I want. You see how you want this track so bad? Now, when you hear the rest of the tape, you're gonna be like, well, why the hell did I want this track so bad?
See, and I only feel like that because it's only like a certain number of tracks you got on SoundCloud. You feel me? You got like 6, 7 tracks on SoundCloud.
I think I got 6.
And it's good. Build up the anticipation, build up the hunger. But you feel me? Like College Kid was, to me, the first one where I was just like, oh, okay.
He's
This
coming
BloccK,
serious, yeah.
he's coming serious. He's taking this shit more seriously. Because like I said, when I made the government and the BloccK connection, I didn't know they were the same person until I was like, yo, what's BloccK's real name? And then he was like, and I was like, oh. I was like, you feel me?
I want to hear what you guys opinion on that one.
The next track.
No. For that though, like we could play like 30 seconds for the podcast and everything, but it's just us. We could play.
The whole thing.
I bet. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure there was no snippet.
No, we got.
I bet.
We got some shit for after the show. Though.
All right, say that.
Jake Marino, tell Cat we getting lit.
Get that Henny.
I was about to say.
To the whole album.
With the bottles.
We can have our own little session, chop it up.
If you want to have a listening party,
Might have
Urban
to be
Products.
outside, though. They kick us out of
That's
here.
another.
I mean, we could come in I'm telling you, it's a whole nother session we could get into.
Don't kill me.
Do I hear a match?
I got my own
Let's go. Podcast.
Block, Brockton.
Chill. Relax.
I bet.
All right, bet.
So you clearly on a good trajectory right now. You have a vision for yourself, and you clearly have a plan and a path. I just want to know, like, and where do you see yourself going, and what's the plan long term? What do you want to accomplish?
So long term, I want to be regularly recording. Like, I want that to be my life. Like, I want to be in the studio. I want to actively be making music videos, like, for the rest of my
full time.
Yeah, like full time. And it's tough because you got to balance your life. You know, shit comes at you every different way. But at the end of the day, I feel like if I focus, I could really, you know, maintain this as a career. I want to make money off of this. I want to build with my brand. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just the music sometimes. If I'm going to build something, I need to build everything around it too. The music is the key, but everything around it is the pieces that I need to really get it to the next level. So with that being said, like, fam is like stupid important to me because the support is crazy. Like, you've seen it. You post something like with my music or my producer's music, it's gonna catch fire because my whole team is supporting it,
That's
and
dope.
their people supporting it. And with support, you can go a long way. So
Especially if you got the voice that needs to be heard.
exactly.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
With that being said, I'm just trying to take this to the point where I can make this my life, and I could, you know, make music freely. And I feel like that'll open up a different part of my mind where I could just only think about music. And yeah, that's the point I want to get to. Everything else will come.
Well, the direction that y'all are heading towards, I think, is a smart move because what I can say from my knowledge of the game and what I know so far, he's playing things smart. I understand why you would want to hold back music if you are building up an anticipated release. That's understand. But like you were saying, if Spade did bring fam in from New York, that in itself is different because we don't really got that much. My fault, guys. We don't really got that much over here in the city in Massachusetts itself in terms of networking or getting artists to the next level. Now, Spade, I don't know the business that you did in New York, but just having those connections in general to hop from state to state, because unfortunately we're not the hip hop mecca, you feel me? So having connections out there and having them be able to bounce from Massachusetts and New York is going to be really key, you feel me? And also a key thing is the fact that you're not from Boston, the fact that you are from Brockton, because there's a stigma for Boston rappers right now. There's a very bad stigma on Boston rappers at the moment, and a lot of rappers are just trying to catch a sound or chase New York sound, which is never going to happen. But the fact that you are in Brockton, like you mentioned before, Brockton is different. They're doing their own thing. They're not really tied up to the city, so they don't really got to follow the expectations of the city. They can just do their own thing and run that way.
That's what drew them.
Whole thing moves different, you feel me? Whole thing moves different. And the fact that you are out there and not a lot of people are from that area. There are a lot of people from that area, but not a lot of people make noise out of that area, you feel me?
Right.
You have a nice central area that you can then just take over from there. And it already sounds like you got a good chunk of the city behind you. When you get most of the city behind you, like I said, since there's not that many people from out there, you got more range to expand it throughout the city. And it's not just Brockton, but then you'll eventually reach Boston and then eventually West Mass and all of Mass. And then if you got the connections, like I said, it's not that hard to go from Mass to New York and have it bless you right back. You feeling me? Like Millie's is doing it with Jadakiss right now.
Hell yeah.
And even I'm not going to knock anything that Millie's is doing now. I think he's worked for everything that he's been given in his career. But the Jadakiss cosign also helps, you feel me? The New York cosign helps, you feel me? So yeah, I think you got a great team behind you. It's very important to have people that believe in you, in your corner, and actually support that. Because like I said, there's a famous quote that says, "You want to know how many people will support you? You want to know how many of your friends actually support you? Start a business and see if they follow in the career." You feel me?
I like
and it
that.
sounds like you got a
never
lot
heard
of
that, but
people
I like
in your
that.
corner.
That's who you know.
It sounds like you got a lot of people on your team. So if that support is held strong, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't get anything that you plan on getting. You feel me?
And you preaching, bro, because that's what our team is really about. Like, be about being cohesive and communicating and being like that support system. Because when it comes down to it, people who really support you is gonna go a long way. Because not everybody, people say they fuck with you, but they're not gonna support you.
Facts.
So
People will say you're hot, but they'll
Yeah,
never
that's-
share your
but-
shit.
you know how many times people say, "Yo, I heard your shit the other day." I'm like, I never seen your name pop up
Facts.
anywhere. But it's like,
Go off.
you feel me? So I don't look to, try and beg for, this support, that support. It's just all that will come to me. And
Exactly.
all that shit will just happen naturally. And that's what I look forward to. Like, people in Brockton may have not heard of me now. Like, not everybody is probably hip to my sound and my music. But eventually, as this keeps going, it's growing.
Mm-hmm.
It's growing. It's rolling down. It's going. What is it like what do they call it? When the snowball rolling down the hill, it turns to a big snowball, like avalanche.
Snowball effect.
Yeah, snowball effect. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So when you play that game, like, I'm just thankful to, this humble shit is gonna be here for a while, but sooner or later, when I know what I have and I know I'm moving this way, it's raps.
No, I feel that. I feel that was me when we got the studio.
Yeah, you only get the humbleness for so long until I'm really just in my bag and it's different.
Yeah, well, like you said, you're never gonna have to beg for support because when you put in the hard work and it's consistent, the love will just come genuinely. You feel me? And when you don't have to do that, the love that is coming your way, they actually mean that shit. You feel me? Like, for example, only way I can relate to it is through the podcast. Like, I remember in the very, very early stages of the podcast, it was very slow. People didn't really think it was going to go that far. I'm still shocked that we're at episode 108 right now, which is amazing for me. But I remember in the beginning, people were very curious to see what the idea was going to be about, and then eventually fell off. But now, fast forward, February 3rd, 2020, every other week, I have to say no to someone that wants to pull up to the podcast. So, once you put in the hard work, the love will just come over time, you feel me? And it'll feel great just basking in all that glory because you know that you built that shit. Mm-hmm. That's a fact. That's a fact. Anyone else have any questions? I'm about to start just talking about life. But I want to know if y'all
Oh, no, we can talk about life.
Talk about life, yeah. That's what
we can talk about life.
Let's get that.
Right, cool. Yeah, so you said you've been peeping the show for a little bit.
Yeah, I've definitely been. I seen a couple of artists that you had on here, and I seen what you guys came from before this too.
What got you into music? We never.
He said in the beginning. He said he never really, messed with it. But then, that one
It just
track that he
happened.
put out
Okay.
with Dawn, you feel me? He was like, yo, I'm nice, nigga. And then ever since then, he started rapping. So just like that.
It was like, I say, like, you never know what you have until, like, sometimes people in your face like, yo, you nice, bro.
Okay.
And I was kind of at that point in my life. I was just like, I didn't really care for it. I was just like,
Niggas were pulling up like, yo, you should rap.
That's basically what it was, and I was like,
That's crazy.
No, for real.
Somebody
for real.
tell
Like,
you should
my
rap.
thing
it's like I don't. It's a problem with people because like people don't believe in themselves sometimes.
Facts.
And it takes like that fire to just ignite that in your mind and in your soul. Because if you don't believe in yourself, it's not gonna work.
Slow.
It's not gonna work. So once you really believe that you can really do this shit, it's gonna go a long way.
My thing is though, like everyone here thinks your music is fire. All your music has always been fire. Have you ever been bad? Is like you know what I mean? Like,
Yo, I didn't want to ask that because I was trying to hurt you.
I'm not trying to come back. No, like your shit is fire. So I'm just trying to say, like, everyone has that. Like when they're coming up, their lumps.
Low
You feel me?
moment.
Yeah.
They have those moments where it's like, damn. Like I gotta get better. I gotta start working. Like, did that happen for you, or were you always like nice?
Nah, but the thing is, I have that mentality anyways, though. Like,
Okay.
it's not. I'm
So
not
in
gonna
other
tell
words,
you.
yeah, I've been nice.
I've been nice. Yeah, but I think it comes down to mentality because, like, I'm gonna need to work on myself.
Yeah,
like, at the end of
okay.
the day. So I know when something's not hitting, I'm gonna have to switch it up or, do something different. I'm not gonna just, throw everything out, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to know what I'm good at and what isn't gonna work for me. So, and that's what I learned early. Whenever I do, like, when I hear something I don't like, I'll quickly change it, or I'll be like, yo, I don't fuck with that. Like, let's do something different. I won't just go with something that I'm not fully invested in.
Okay.
And that's how I go about making all my music.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. Thank you for not hopping on the drill wave. I'm gonna just tell you that. If you got something on the project, I apologize.
The crazy thing is, I don't have one drill song.
Thank you.
But
you might not have made it here if
Don't
you
kill me,
did.
dog.
I'm just fucking with you.
you feel me? People want to hear it, and I don't mind throwing that on like SoundCloud or whatever it is, because I make music. Like if I fuck with it, I'll drop it. So that being said, I've never knocked it, but you know, I just don't have one.
No, I feel it. I tell people to just leave that in New York. Like,
Yeah.
I tell people to just leave that in New York. Like, Millies was saying this on Twitter the other day when he was just like, yo, y'all got to stop calling drill, like Brooklyn drill, just because a bunch of mass artists were doing it. I was like, now that's just East Coast hip hop. That's East Coast drill. And I was like, no, it's New York. Like, you're gonna respect where it came from, even though Chicago, UK, blah, 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 all that shit. But, like, what's popping right now, the current sound, you gotta show respect to Brooklyn. So I'm like, nah, don't make it like an East Coast thing. Leave that in New York and just tell other artists to find their own sound. Like, I've been telling people all the time. Like, I was talking to my boy. I was like, all right, bro. We all know Boston doesn't have a music scene, or Massachusetts in general. I was like, describe the Boston sound to me. What is that? Someone says, Stiz. I'm like, Stiz, I don't think is a representation of the Boston sound at all. I think Stiz's sound is his sound. You feel me? That doesn't represent Boston at all. So that's why I'm just saying, like, yeah, don't go try replicate in other cities or other regions. Just create your own unique sound, and then eventually that will be the city sound. You feel me? Because it's your own shit. You're not copying from other regions.
People start copying from you. People start copying from you, essentially.
Facts. And now Brooklyn drill like is a thing now. Rest in peace, Pop. But that's now a thing.
You gotta
feel
think
me?
deeper than that though, because you got like people woo walking, and that's from like New York. Like the dances, you gotta think of like the culture. You feel me? They have their own culture set, whether it's drill or not. Drill is everywhere. Like New York, Cali, I've never heard it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they made it. UK, like you said, like that shit will go everywhere. Canada's probably doing drill music. So I look at it as the type of music don't really matter. You can make that anywhere, but it's the culture that you can't steal. Like the dance, I feel like the dances, that has to stay in New York. Like, yeah, like those things, you can't just like take that and claim it and just be like, yeah, boom, boom. Like, nah, that's where I draw the line. But
yeah,
drill
when
music,
you think
drill
about
music
it,
is everywhere.
Yeah, well, when you think about it, like, yeah, Chicago got drill, UK got drill and grime, but then New York got the drill and the boom bap classic. You go to Cali for the classic West Coast G-Funk, ATL for the trap. Houston and Florida been holding, their own sounds in their respective regions. It's just us. We always tend to just side with whatever New York is throwing because, like I said, they're the Mecca. And I'm just saying in order for people to like stray away from that stigma, you feel me? You got to produce something organic, which is why I was telling you it's smart to work with just one producer with your first project or like your first couple projects going around. Drake did it with 40. Mad People did it with Metro. It's just once you get that, people are able to go back and be like, oh, I can hear BloccK on this, or oh, I can hear BloccK on that, because they're now familiar with this sound because you built it with a producer. You feel me?
That's a fact.
So yeah, facts.
I agree with that.
I like that. I like this talk. I like having other creatives in the room. You feel me? Yo, y'all look great. y'all look great. Y'all look great.
Oh, this is an interview for him.
Y'all look great. I just love having more creatives in the room. You feel me?
No, we talking, bro.
All right. Y'all want to talk about new music that came out recently?
Yeah, we can talk about new music.
Okay, facts. I'm gonna just start this off so I can just say it and then it's done with. You feel me?
King Von.
Yo, Ecru dropped a dope project. Y'all go check that out. You feel me? Ecru? You said who? All right, Ecru's this dope R&B singer from my home town of Malden. Even though he doesn't want to claim that,
okay.
Everybody that doesn't, it's okay. Everybody
it's
that
okay.
doesn't live in Boston claims they're from Boston. Both of y'all do it. Neither of y'all from Boston. You feel me? It's just a thing we do.
I claim Boston and Medford. I claim Boston and Medford.
Yeah, but you say Boston first. It's just a thing we do. You feel me?
I mean,
like,
no one knows
different.
Medford. I'm
It's
not
like
gonna say
different.
I'm from Medford. I'm from Boston.
People from Brockton
Malden.
will say I'm from Brockton. People from Everett, Chelsea, Revere, Saugus, Malden.
Yo.
All these
Real
cities.
quick.
I'm from Boston.
Okay.
How
Okay.
far is Brockton? How far is Brockton from Boston?
How far is Brockton from Brockton? They're from Brockton.
That's how far is Brockton? Niggas know Brockton. No one knows where Medford or Malden is.
Because you say you're from Boston. That's why.
Niggas gonna be like, yo, where's
That's
Medford?
what I'm
Where
gonna-
is that? No.
No. I'm just saying. I'm going to make that a difference for
This
myself.
ain't a
you feel me?
conversation.
Yeah,
Get
no,
to your
we're not
point.
going
Get to your
to
point.
My point is,
Thank you.
Y'all was saying that no one will know where Medford or blah blah thing is, which is why y'all say I'm from Boston. Facts. Why not say, yo, I'm from Medford, or me? Even though like Malden is whatever, I'll still say, yeah, I'm from Malden, because eventually when I get there, and they have no idea what Malden is, they're gonna be like, oh nah, DME's from Malden. I know Malden. You feel me? Like it'll get to a point where like, yeah, I'm gonna say now I'm from Malden, you say you're from Medford or whatever, because later when you're 30 something and we're all billionaires by that time, we can say like, yo, oh yeah, I've heard of Medford before. Some random ass nigga in Texas. Yeah, I heard of Medford before. I heard of Malden. Yeah, them niggas from the Urban Product are from there. And if that's the only thing they know
want them
about the
to know
city,
me,
that is
yeah.
fine. But at least they'll know the city the same way they know Brockton.
I hear it.
That's set. You feel me?
I hear
That's
it.
it.
You don't
Rep
see
where you
niggas
from.
saying I'm from fucking
respect it.
I'm from fucking Randolph or for like any of that shit. Just rep where you're from. That's set. Rep where you're from.
So you just came at Shay Crew.
Huh?
Yeah.
Just came at my man Shay. He ain't mean nothing.
No, it's fine. It's all right.
And when I said who,
'Cause he knows
I genuinely did not know.
Oh no, yeah, most of the world's like that. But yeah, like I say, he's an R&B artist. He's been making a lot of dope tracks. One of his biggest milestones that I like to say about him is that he's a multi-platinum Grammy nominated songwriter off of his work on No Guidance.
Shout out Drake.
He had a song that came out maybe a few years ago, and Chris Brown and Drake sampled it for No Guidance. Like that thing in the beginning when you hear, was it Before I Die, I'm trying to fuck you, baby? Yeah, that's him. So that's dope. You feel me? So yeah, he dropped a project this Friday called Till Death. A lot of smooth joints on that. Make sure y'all go check it out. You feel me? I think I'm going to play one of those as my vibe of the week. But I just wanted to,
You'd
put
fuck
that
with
out
me.
as the first project. Yeah, I'll put you on later.
Say that.
That's a thing for the Johns.
For the Johns, heard you.
Alright, let's see what else came out. Lil Durk dropped a track with Black and Thug. Y'all didn't peep that?
Bro, forget the track. We gotta talk about his artist King Von's album. We gotta talk about the album before the song.
Nah, but the song was fire.
The song was fire. Yeah,
Metro produced it.
Yeah, it had
Dope track.
Black and Young Thug on it.
Facts. We
Yeah.
know a Dirk album is coming now.
I mean, yes, Dirk
Yes.
is. This has been Dirk's. I mean, hell yeah, this has been Dirk, Herbo, and Baby's year. Like this has been their year. Anything they put out has been fire. So I expect a project by any of them to be fire. And that song was fire.
Facts. Okay, now we can talk about King Von.
King Von did his fucking shit, bro.
That shit was fire.
That shit was. I felt like shooting niggas.
Nah, I feel you.
Nah, real shit. I felt like shooting niggas. Like that song with Polo G,
I almost put GTA on, bro.
bro.
I was
Bro,
about to
niggas
pull
was
up
feeling
on
some
GTA.
type of way. I ain't gonna lie though. Nah, but King Von, like everything he's been dropping lately has been a hit. So I really can't give this album any disrespect or you know what I mean.
To be
But
honest,
it's called
I think
Welcome
that's
to Old Block.
I think that's the first project I listened to by him.
I was about to say it's not his first project.
Yeah, no,
but
I'm hip. But it's like with King Von. Now, mine. I mean, it's a thing. I feel this thing where it's like when young artists are signed to another artist, they tend to mimic or sound a lot like the
Nah, he
artist. they're
sounds
signed
like
to.
himself.
No, King Von sounds a lot like himself too, but I just hear so much of a Dirk influence on that too. You feel me? It's like
Do you?
You don't think he has his own sound?
no, he's dope. I fuck with Von.
I didn't
fuck with
hear
his tape a
Dirk's
lot.
influence.
But I think a lot of the a big reason why I fuck with King Von tape so heavily because it reminds me of Dirk's sound. You feel me?
I don't get that. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I personally don't hear Dirk's sound in King Von.
I hear you. I hear
Like-
you. It's like similar when I say like sometimes where like Lil Keed or Gunna try to sound like Thug a little too much.
Lil
It's
Keed be
like
trying to sound
something
like
Thug.
Thug.
You feel
Yeah,
me?
Lil Keed is like a Thug, like clone.
Facts. Like Gunna is now his now
Yeah,
has
his own shit,
sound.
yeah.
But I remember when what was that shit called? OK? Thugger, Baby, and Gunna,
Same nigga.
all on one track, bro.
It's hard to tell the difference.
Back in the day, it was
But
hard to tell.
I think all of them like took a piece of Thugger's sound and like made it their own.
Yep.
Like I feel like Thug already probably did all their flows already before. Like he done already bodied their type of flow, and they took that and like made it their own and then bodied it again. So like Gunna, Key, And even the nigga that fuck with Key, Lil Got It, all them niggas, they definitely sound like familiar, like the same, but they still do their own thing.
Yeah.
Thug pioneered those niggas.
Yeah, Thug definitely started
Pioneered
some
those
shit,
niggas.
Yeah.
And the Future too. Future birthed a lot of niggas
Oh
down
my
there.
god, don't get him started, please.
Loves Future.
Talking about Unc.
Please don't get him started.
That's Unc, bro. Try to tell you, Uncle Future.
I ain't toxic though, but that's
It's not
Unc.
my uncle.
I ain't toxic either, but
Nigga said Unc. Looked at him disgusting. Nah, you gotta show respect to both Migos. I mean, not Migos too, yeah, but Future, Thug, and Migos. They're like, it's just crazy knowing where they started in hip hop and where they're at now in hip hop. Is kind of like these vets. Migos, Future, and Thug are now vets when you think about it.
It's
in
crazy
terms of
thing about
Atlanta.
that, yeah.
Yeah, but it's dope at the same time too, because I remember when they all came out, those three acts individually. In the beginning, we all looked at them like, You know, Versace was hot.
no bullshit.
Versace was hot.
I'm starting to think about it.
I didn't like.
2013?
Nah,
I didn't
Drake
like
and
Tony
Lil Wayne
Montana.
had something to do with all those niggas blowing up.
Think so?
Drake
Drake
had his
was
thing
with-
with Versace.
Yeah, Versace with Migos.
Drake was everywhere though. Drake was everywhere.
Nah, but Drake blew up before all of them. But like, I feel like once Drake touched Versace, shit, Migos blew up.
Oh yeah, facts.
You feel me? That
Facts.
was like blew up. I didn't
That's-
even know who the Migos was till Versace.
I'm here, but that's a typical thing with the Drake cosign though. You feel me? Drake been doing.
No,
it
that's what I'm
early.
saying though. That's what I'm saying. What did he do with Future? Fuck.
He did the Tony Montana remix, right?
Yeah. Blew up. But Future was already hip down south before then. But up here, once niggas heard that, niggas started listening
That's
to
what
it.
it is. He make like
That's what I'm
once
saying.
he touched something, it touches the whole industry. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's gonna know that person's name.
So that's why I said, like, yo, Drake, he was a big reason for all these niggas blowing up too. In my
I don't
opinion.
think he's the reason
the
that they
I don't
blow
know.
up.
No,
I think they
Yeah.
helped.
sped it up.
Yeah.
Sped it up.
Yeah. He
sped it
definitely
up.
gave
Yeah.
him an alley. I
Yeah,
won't say
sped it
that.
up.
What's it
I
called?
know that with
He
a lot of
helped.
people though. If you think about it, like
Definitely. Like, imagine what he probably did for Young Blue just off that feature.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
Touched
Young
one
Blue was
song.
on his way up there though.
But
The Drake feature helped, but I think Blue was on his way up there without the Drake feature.
But it's speeding it up.
No, I'm hip.
Yeah,
I'm
that-
hip. I'm
yeah,
hip.
that's
If
it.
anything, I would say if I had to say any artists were owe their whole career to Drake, I'd probably say only the artists that come from Canada or the artists that are signed to OVO. Because the niggas that are signed to OVO, we say OVO is a sweatshop, you feel me? OVO is a sweatshop of a bunch of R&B acts just making songs for Drake, and Drake picks the best songs, or he features on the best songs.
That's wild.
Name one rapper signed to OVO.
That's
Hold
Drake?
on. Don't tell me.
Nah, Party's not a rapper.
rapper, I guess.
Yeah, name a rapper signed to OVO. Drake
I don't
don't
think he
need
has
help when
rappers.
it comes to the
I
raps,
knew-
because he don't need help when it comes to the raps.
Majid
help.
Majid Jordan.
They
Not a
sing.
rapper.
that's the thing. Yeah, he's the same.
Oh, rapper. Oh, fuck.
Right.
It's
Is
alright, bro.
Roy
I'm
Woods
right.
on OVO?
Yeah, but he's a singer too.
Nah, but is he on OVO?
Yeah.
I don't know who's. To be honest,
OVO,
I don't even know who's in OVO.
Nah, I got you. OVO is Party, Majid Jordan, Roy Woods, Division.
I forgot about him too.
Division.
Roy hasn't dropped in a little bit.
I fuck with
I forgot.
Division.
Those are the main niggas.
Roy Woods is fire.
Yeah, facts. So it's all R&B niggas. You feel me? Drake got him in the
Drake
sweatshop.
is kind of
He
an
picks the
R&B
best
nigga too,
ones.
so it's like
Yeah,
Drake
no
didn't
facts.
make
They all
sense.
help with the sound. You feel me? I still listen to Faithful to this day. You feel me? That's my shit.
Drake got
And what
hits.
Wednesday
Drake got
night
hits
interlude? What? Damn. Part.
That's my shit.
Yeah, that Wednesday night interlude go hard. Facts. Shit, I can't play that song in Everett though. Too many bad memories. Alright, other new tracks that came out. I think that's all. No. There's actually a bunch of more shit that came out.
WizKid dropped a album.
Yeah.
I didn't get to peep.
Did you listen to it?
fire?
I didn't peep it. Did you
was
listen to
good.
it?
It was good.
It was good.
Okay, I kind of fell off WizKid a while ago.
nah, he's been nice.
No.
No, he's
been
nice,
nice.
yeah.
Nice, you
I just
just
feel
fell
like
off.
he's been
Oh, he
quiet.
fell off?
No. I feel like he's been quiet.
Quiet.
I feel like he's been nice, but like in terms of hearing his name, like I just haven't heard his name in a little bit. But he's probably just been quiet for a little bit.
What'd you think
So
of
I'll
it?
check it
It was
out.
fire. You said
I
fire.
love it.
It's fire.
It's fire. All right.
Fire. Features was fire
Look
too.
for the one with what's
Burna
her
Boy?
name?
Oh,
Burna Boy. And
I knew
then,
y'all gonna say Burna Boy. I already
Nah,
knew
but that's
that,
it's fire.
I already knew.
check out Smile with
Okay.
her.
Word.
And then Piece of Me with LMA.
Okay. Word. I'll check those out. Young Nudie dropped a track produced by Metro Boomin. That shit slapped, bro.
Wait. Nudie dropped a track.
Nudie dropped a track produced by Metro. That shit. It's called Vice City. Yo,
Sure,
go check that
Lil
out.
Key dropped a deluxe version
Lil
of
Key
his,
dropped the deluxe
tape too.
facts.
Was it? All right, I'm looking for that nudie.
Trapped on Cleveland, the deluxe. I didn't get to hear the deluxe. I was surprised by that project though, like the standard project, because honestly, to this point, I'm just annoyed by Keed.
Vice City, by the way, Young Nudie.
Yeah, it's called
All right,
Vice City.
all right,
Young
got
Nudie.
it.
I'm annoyed by Keed at this point. He do got dope tracks though, but when I do fuck with when I do fuck with Keed tracks, it's never because of Keed. It's mostly because of the feature.
Nah, that one
And the
song,
beats.
Fox 5.
With
That
Gunna.
Yeah, that is his best track. I'm sorry.
Nah, the one with Baby goes fire.
Nah, Fox 5, bro. I'm sorry. Like,
The one with Baby go fire.
either way, all his best tracks are features. Like
Yeah,
you
I
said,
hear you.
are
I hear you.
features.
That's true.
Yeah, I-
Don't he have a song with Roddy Ricch? Was it the song on his old tape?
Keed?
Yeah, Keed. He has some.
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Pull it up.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
would've-
you know what track I'm talking about, right?
He's weird
Yeah.
because like his
he
sound,
got
like
some features.
his sound, if he's not hitting, bro, it's trash to me. Like that's his thing. So his songs are really hit or miss for me either way. So like I know within 10 seconds if I'm fucking with the song or not.
Yeah,
It's really the
75%
beats.
miss for me.
Once you catch you in with the beat,
Nah, it's him too. Because when he be like,
nah.
like, nah, I'm not trying to hear that. Like, I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm not
this-
trying to hear
Artists
that.
like that, you listen for the beat, and then once he start wilding, you just like,
Facts.
I'm gonna head out.
Like I forgave facts. Like I forgave Thug when he gave me like a 10-second scream on halftime. Like I forgave him for I forgave him for that
you know what
shit.
album that people like that I didn't like by him?
Thug?
Beautiful Thugger Girls, bro. I could not get.
I didn't like it either. I didn't like
was
it either, bro.
I don't know.
I forgot that was an album.
That's what I'm saying.
Forgot that
I'm
shit
like
was.
when Thug dropped, I'm like, why Thug, bro? Like, he was killing shit.
You fucked with that? You fucked with that album?
No, I'm trying to look at it and remember because
I fucked with a couple tracks on there on Beautiful Thugger Girls.
There's a
The
couple
entire
tracks, but like the
project,
whole
yeah.
thing, nah.
I mean, to be completely honest, I haven't fucked with an entire Thug project until So Much Fun.
that's a fact.
An entire
Yeah,
Thug project, yeah, until
Nah,
So
one-
Much Fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
From
that
beginning to end, that shit was
Yeah.
like, that was it.
facts. Because and like we said, that was his debut album too.
Which makes no sense.
yeah,
believe
facts. I mean,
Niggas be dropping tapes and they be like album.
Bro, it don't make sense because he's dropped at least 50 tapes. How are none of those gonna be an album?
all mixtapes and projects.
Makes no sense.
You couldn't find them in stores. Mixtapes. That's how it is. You know how
Whatever.
artists feel about that album title? You said it earlier, and he was like,
Yeah.
I feel like, all right, for artists, album
Yeah, can you
is a
explain
big
that?
deal.
album's a big deal, yeah.
Album is like
That's your baby.
Yeah, like usually it's backed by a label, and the label is producing, like mass producing this thing. Like you want to sell records. The point of an album is to sell as many records as possible. So because it's all about the record label at the end of the day, they want to make their bread. But when you drop a tape, I'm pretty sure you can monetize off those, but that's like anybody could drop a tape. Anybody could just, you know what, I'm gonna put all these shit together and I'm gonna just drop it, boom, on there with their own will. Albums is usually like, all right, the label's like, you got this day, you're gonna drop it this day, we're
Just
gonna
more
capitalize
organized.
this, we're gonna we promote this long, like
They normally put mad money into the
yeah,
project.
you put a lot of money into an album. Like an album, you have to sell records with an album.
I feel that. No, I feel that.
That's what I think.
The reason why I say though, I'm surprised none of those were albums is because I feel like everything he puts out sells. You know what I mean? Like everyone's listening or clamoring to listen to the newest Thug track or the newest Thug project just because of the name itself.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the same shit can be said for Youngboy. Like his most recent album, that's his
mixtapes.
second album.
That's crazy to me though.
That's his second album.
That's crazy to me.
This
Nigga was dropping like 4 mixtapes a year.
Yeah, I'd have to go back.
None of them are an album. Like it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I fuck with artists like Drake. That Drake does it smart. Drake
Yeah, he does.
releases something every year, but how he does it,
That's
he
because of
does.
label though.
Yeah, but also
When he wasn't.
label. Yeah, but also how he does it. Normally, if you're signed to a major label, you gotta. Your contract normally says you got to release a project every 2 years, an album every 2 years. How he does it, how many artists do it, they'll do a project every year, album, mixtape, album, mixtape, album, mixtape. So how Drake has done it was, I think he had a bunch of mixtapes in the beginning, but when he started doing the whole album, mixtape, it started with If You're Reading This, and then he did album, More Life, Scorpion, Dark Lane demo tapes, mixtape, and now he's gonna be back with Certified Lover Boy at the top of the year. So there's ways to like bounce around that. You feel me?
Was the demo?
Mix.
That was a mixtape.
That
There
was
was
a
some other
mixtape,
shit.
yeah.
He dropped a care package. That was after he left his.
Yeah,
label, I think.
that was viewed as a compilation.
That was those were just old
He
tracks.
dropped all
though.
his old gems just
Yeah.
because he could now.
Yeah, just because he could make bread
He
off
made
of it.
yeah. I was about to, he's smart
Yeah,
for that.
you feel me? And I'm about to say, shit, you own an LLC, you can sell anything under that shit. You feel me? As long as it's yours. As long as it's yours. And Trippy dropped an album, but I don't think any of y'all listen to Trippy. Yeah, I don't think any of y'all listen to Trippy.
Why you make that face?
Because I'm like,
There was a time where I like gave him a chance. I'm not even gonna lie, like, I really gave dude a chance, but
nah, I feel you.
when he
Not
started,
everybody
like,
fucks with
man,
Trippy.
like I really
fuck
not.
with
I really give any artist a chance. Like I don't care what you say. I'll literally
To me, I
listen
don't
to
think
a
he
whole
dropped a
album
bad project,
and be like,
I don't think he dropped a
I
bad
fuck with it. I fuck with it. But if I don't, just believe I'm not even gonna listen to it again.
I hear it. I tried to get into Trippie Redd. My boy Damien tried to get me into Trippie Redd, and I just can't. Like, his music is the definition of hit or miss. And for me, I just don't like his sound. Like, I really just don't like his sound. So it's never gonna stick for me.
R.I.P. Juice. Facts.
And he a weird dude.
All right.
Weird guy.
And I think that's most of the new music that came out. Freddie Gibbs dropped a track with Big Sean. The Freddie Gibbs joint is produced by Hit Boy. And the type of year that Hit Boy's been having lets me
That nigga
think
making hits.
that a Freddie Gibbs and Hit Boy project is coming. Best believe if that shit comes, bro, that shit's gonna be heat. Freddie Gibbs as a rapper, when he's tied in with one producer, he hasn't missed. Bandana and Pinata with Madlib both go in. That Alfredo joint he dropped in the earlier this year when he was producing with Alchemist, that shit was also fire. So Freddie Gibbs is going into this new project with Hit Boy, and you see the type of year Hit Boy's been having. He did Nas's album, Big Sean's album, Benny the Butcher's album. Hit Boy's just on a tear, so I can see the pairing with Freddie Gibbs to be just fire. You feel me? And I think we're caught up to all the new music that dropped. You feel me? So I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
things
you
that
don't
are
listen to
dropping.
Burner, but Burner dropped an album too.
Burner.
Burner
Oh,
and
yeah.
Larry June.
You and Don put me on.
Oh, that's my smoking artist, bro.
Yeah, facts.
What is he like compared to Larry June? Because I fuck with Larry June.
Burner, I think Burner's, to me personally, I think Burner's better than Larry June. Like, yeah, and I download any project he drops because it's always just nice vibes, good smoking music,
Yeah, Larry
good
June,
lyric. Yeah.
Sometimes
So
Larry
both
June's
of them
voice
together,
be
bro, is the
throwing me off.
perfect album, huh?
Sometimes Larry June's voice
You gotta
be throwing
smoke
me
too,
off.
man. You gotta smoke.
You have to smoke
gotta
to him.
smoke.
Like,
It's just like I
or
try
you
to
just
catch
gotta
the flow and
or
the
you-
voice.
if
and
you
I'm just
listen to his
like,
music, bro, he
drive and smoke. too.
yeah.
No, I get that. Like all of his albums got like cars on it, so I know he makes driving music. But yeah, his
He's just so
I probably
relaxed.
yeah, I feel like it's bad to compare Dom Kennedy and Larry June.
Very
But
bad.
yeah, no, facts. But in terms of like their voices, like
I don't
they
hear
both
it.
do similar things with their voices, but I like what Dom does with his voice much better than what Larry June does. You feel me? If you go back and listen to them side by side, you'll see what I'm saying. But yeah, I fuck with Dom Kennedy's style more when it comes to that. All right, let's.
Because he rap. Like,
Dom?
You probably fuck with more like lyrical, that side. Larry June.
When you can get into the wavy chill rap and you're still spitting bars at the same time, I'm a fan of
He
that.
does it effortlessly type. Like,
Facts.
I fuck with Dom Kennedy. I really haven't gotten deep into West Coast rap, but
It's beautiful, bro.
yeah, I fuck with him.
West Coast. Well, I got immense love for West Coast music, bro. It's just different.
Shit's a vibe.
Facts.
Shit's really just smooth.
Facts. 2-step with the
I
drop
fuck
out.
with
You feel
them.
me?
I fuck with Mozzie right now. That thing.
Hitter.
I got hip to Mozzie 2 years
Mozzie's-
ago. Thank God.
Yeah. Yo, Rich brought me onto a lot of. I'll say that not many people can put me onto artists. Rich has put me on to a lot of artists while living with him. Yeah, he put me on to Mozzie too. I think the first tape I peeped from him was Gangland Landlord.
Gang,
or something
it
like
was.
that.
That's yeah.
And since then, yeah, I've been on Mozzie. Like I said, you put me on a Dirk too with Sign to the Streets 3.
You would have gotten hip to Dirk eventually.
Nah, yeah, probably. But like that was the first one where I was like, oh, Dirk is nice. You feel me? This ain't that. No, she my Beyonce. You feel me? It ain't none of that
No.
shit. All right, let's get into our reality checks, and then we can wrap it up with our vibe of the week.
So where's my camera? There we go. All right, my reality check stems from just yourself essentially. So I just want to say, if you are who you think you are, essentially. Don't let someone else tell you who you are. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is don't let someone try to put their vision of who you are on you. You know who you are. You know what you stand for. You know what you believe in. You know what you're trying to become. You know what I mean? So don't ever try to fit into someone else's vision of you because that's not what you see. Try to fit into what you want yourself to become. So that's my reality check for the week.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe that's it. Okay. Let me see. Damn, Rich, you kind of took my.
Oh, my fault. Shit. Damn.
Shit.
You got nice shoes though.
Thank you, sir. I think mine would be to continue to stay in not necessarily a happy environment, but a positive environment. With seasonal depression coming on, I just want to remind everybody to just find ways to not always be stuck in the house, not always be stuck in kind of like this box and this dark place, to just essentially keep yourself busy and try your hardest with everything going on in this world to push out all the negativity and any naysayers or haters or whatever you want to call it. Just keep yourself busy, stay positive, and it should help you go through this trying time. That's it.
How about you, Block?
My reality check would probably be which camera I'm looking at?
That one right there. That's you. Yup.
Yo, listen to me.
Facts.
Stay patient. Keyword is patience, because a lot of times people want to force things into their life. They think they need this, they think they need that. But if you're patient, things will come to you and things will happen naturally. I preach that all the time. Naturally, slowly, not slowly, but just at the right time. You feel me? As long as you're patient in everything you do, things will turn out better. Things will turn out the way you want them to, because you let them happen naturally.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then for my reality check is to know your role and play it well. You feel me? So facts, know your role and play it well. You feel me? So you set yourself up in life, whether that's you want to do well in business, whether you want to do well in politics, whatever you want to do with your day-to-day life. You feel me? Know exactly what you want to do and dive headfirst into that shit. You feel me? Because no one can do what you do better than you. You feel me?
Okay.
You may think the next man can jock your style, but they really can. They might have a little sauce, but it's not your sauce. You feel me? And a lot of people seem like they want to take that step back because they're too afraid to take that leap. Take that leap of faith, fam. God gonna catch you. Take that leap of faith, because you never know where you're gonna go. So build whatever you want to build. Build that network. Pull up to that studio sesh. Talk to that girl. Do whatever you want to do, you feel me? Just when you do it, don't give up and keep striving until you get to where you want to be. So know your role and do it well. That is my reality check, you feel me? And that was pretty much the end of the episode, you feel me? BloccK, we appreciate you for pulling up. You feel me? Definitely anything that you got going on in the future, let us know. I've been telling everybody that I can't wait for the world to open back up. So please, if you have an event coming up in 2021, let me know. I've been dying to hit a venue, bro. So let me know anything happening in the future, and we'll definitely promote it. You feel me? Fam is welcome to the Urban Product anytime. You feel me? All right, and with that being said, it's been your boy DME.
It's been your boy Cozy Rich.
It's been your girl Imani.
And it's BloccK, BLO, Big K.
That's it. And you're listening to the Urban Product. We will catch y'all next week.
Love.
Deuce.